Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Donnelly at Abbey Research, and this is a special mini supplement to our Handmaid's Tale coverage. Several of you have asked about the Mary and Martha language that is used in calling the house servants Marthas in Gilead. We've had a great discussion on the Facebook and the YouTube comments about what some people think that could mean. My best guess, and I am really confident that this is accurate just because of the rest of how Atwood has structured the language of Gilead, is that it references a story in the New Testament between two sisters, Mary and Martha. And again, I'm sure you're going to be shocked, a really, really wrong interpretation of Mary and Martha. So in the story, Jesus is visiting these two sisters who he's known well. The context tells us that they're probably friends. They've been disciples of Jesus's and followed him around. He's familiar with them. And Martha, who I'm going to guess is the older sister because, right, birth order is the same in ancient times as now, probably, whips herself into a frenzy, getting so ready for Jesus's arrival. I mean, as far as she is concerned, the Lord himself literally is showing up, and she wants to make sure that her house is spotless, that the food is ready. Hospitality is a huge cultural value in this culture. And so in order to show that she cares about him and that she values him, her house needs to be immaculate. And she needs to be able to feed the probably hordes of folks he's bringing with him. So we don't have any knowledge in the story if Mary helps out with any of this. What we do know is that as soon as Jesus shows up, Mary pieces out of the kitchen and goes and chills at Jesus' feet to hear his lessons and to spend time with him and to talk with him. And Martha storms out of the kitchen and is like, Jesus, can you please tell my sister? In classic older sibling passive-aggressive behavior, right? All of us older siblings, we've totally done this. Storms out of the kitchen and is like, Jesus, can you please tell her to get back into the kitchen and help me because I can't do this all by myself. And Jesus looks at Martha and says, there are essentially like Mary made the right choice. And throughout time in memoriam, this story has been often used to kind of shame women, especially for doing too much. Are you a Mary or are you a Martha? And in the link to this video, we're going to put a link to a course I actually taught on the myth of Mary and Martha and how to unpack that in your own life, and how to kind of make sure that you can reclaim Mary and Martha in your own narrative if you are somebody who grew up hearing that you should always be a Mary and never be a Martha. So side note on that. But in the context of Gilead, it makes complete sense because the historical narrative is that Martha is the workhorse. Martha is the one who does everything. Martha is the one who took care of everything. And Mary is the one who sat and enjoyed the presence of Jesus. And because there is no utilitarian, there's nothing that is not utilitarian in Gilead. Of course, there's no Mary. It wouldn't even surprise me if in Atwood's understanding of Gilead, if nobody was even allowed to be named Mary on some level. But that's why they're called Marthas, is because Marthas are the New Testament workhorses. They are the ones, which is again, another really weird way that they're dealing with the New Testament and not dealing with Jesus. But they are the ones that get everything done and get no thanks and get no pay, but they are just expected to do everything. So that's why the servants in the household are called Marthas. And if you've got any other questions about the potential language that they're using or how close to Christian scriptures this is or anything else like that, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. Clearly, I'm pretty confident in my interpretations, but as always, I'm pretty open to the fact that there's some things I could be really wrong on. I think the entire basis of academic pursuits is that we could be wrong. We're just saying, hey, this could be what's going on, and if it is, what does this mean? And all that kind of stuff. And we've been really excited that so many of you have gone on this academic rabbit trail with us. But if I just said something and you're like, no, that's not what it's supposed to be, I'd love to hear from you and we can chat it out. So in the meantime, I'm Dr. Donnelly, one of the good doctors of Abbey Research, and we'll see you on YouTube. Bye.